Okay, welcome back. Yeah, it's the new year, and we're heading over on page 82, page 82. We're talking about how to give dates. If somebody says, hey, when's your birthday? You can tell them. If somebody says, hey, what day is today? You can tell them. Now, the question format that we're going to be using here is right up here. Notice they both start with the same two words. Let me hear you all say, ¿Cuál es?
¿Cuál es?
Well, that was easy. Now, ¿cuál es la fecha? Let me hear it.
¿Cuál es la fecha?
Fecha we've had before.
Means date.
It means date. So, ¿cuál es la fecha means what is the date? Obviously, we're talking about today. If somebody says, ¿cuál es tu cumpleaños? We've also had this word before. Cumpleaños means birthday. And please remember, it's años. See the little squiggly on the end? If you don't put the ñe, if you don't say cumpleaños, if you say cumpleaños, remember, you're saying completed anuses and not completed years. And that's a problem. You don't want to get into that. So let me hear you all ask this question. ¿Cuál es tu cumpleaños? Go!
¿Cuál es tu cumpleaños?
Literally, which of all the birthdays is yours? Okay? You guys got the difference between the two questions here. ¿Cuál es la fecha means? What's the date today? ¿Cuál es tu cumpleaños? What is your birthday? We did have somebody's second period whose birthday was today, so it actually worked out to be the same, both questions. The response is going to be the same format no matter which question you're answering. Let me hear you say, es el blank. You can say blank. De blank. Let me hear you say, es el blank de blank. I know, sounds kind of funny. In that first blank, we're going to put a number. Okay, and we've already gone over numbers 1 to, well, we've done 1 to 100, but the only things we're going to have to worry about here are obviously 1 through 30. Thank you. 31. Day, of course, means mes. Let me say mes. As in, who made this big?
Mes.
Good. Mes means month. And we're going to be going over the pronunciation of months here in just a second. So when we say es el blank, if we said cinco, day, and then a month, literally we're saying it is the 5th of whatever month we wanted to use. Okay? Let's go over the pronunciation of those months real fast. It's on page 82. Let me say enero. Enero. Good. Febrero. Febrero. Marzo. Marzo. Good. Abril. Abril. Mayo. Nice. Junio. Careful, because the next one's real close to it. Let me hear you say Julio. Go back to the first one. Junio. Julio. It's just that one letter difference. It's real faint. If somebody's talking real fast, you may have a little trouble. The next one, let me hear you say agosto. This is one of the most mispronounced words of all time. It's not Augusto or what is it? How did people say it? Augusto. That was it. People are saying Augusto and Augusto. It's not. It's agosto. I said, hey, you look scared. What happened? Oh, I think I just saw Agost. Get it? Agost. See, that's for you folks at home too. Agost. That's the way I want you pronouncing that word. Thank you for that sympathy laugh over on the side. One more time. Agosto. Next one, give me a septiembre. Septiembre. Nice. Next one. Octubre. I heard somebody mispronounce it. Careful, this is the second most mispronounced month. Oak. Listen, hey, you just fell out of what tree? The oak. That's the way I want you to pronounce that first syllable. Octubre. Go. Octubre. Nice. Next one, give me a noviembre. Noviembre. Excellent. Last one. Diciembre. There you go. So here's the format. If I said, we're going to use today's date, the 5th of January. If I say, ¿cuál es la fecha? Follow along with me. What are my first two words? SF. What's the number 5? Cinco. What's January? Bingo. If it's April 25th. SL. 25. Yeah, people are going, man, it's 25 again. What's 25? 25. De April. Abril. Good. Hey, it's May 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
It says Cinco de Mayo. Okay, now you know why people say that. Now, one tricky thing here, and I'm going to write it nice and big for you folks following along at home. Primero. For some reason, Spanish will make one small difference here in this spot. If you're talking about the first day of a month, they're not going to say es el uno de whatever. They're going to say primero. Primero literally means first. It's what we call an ordinal number. We'll get more into that later. So if anybody here born on the first of a month?
Febrero.
Okay, so you guys are going to have to say, if somebody says, ¿Cuál es tu cumpleaños? What's your birthday? You're going to have to say, es el primero
Di febrero.
de, and then the month. Okay? You with me so far? We're going to practice this. We'll go ahead and shut it off.